Namaste students. Before starting today's topic, let's revise the structure of nephron once again. Structure of nephron consists of Malpighian corpuscle, which consists of glomerulus and Bowman capsule, proximal convoluted tubule, loop of Henle, and loop of Henle further consists of two limbs, descending limb and ascending limb. Descending limb, it consists of two parts, thick descending limb and thin descending limb. Similarly, ascending limb also consists of two parts, thin ascending limb and thick ascending limb. Then distal convoluted tubule, collecting tubule and collecting duct. Let's start with the topic functions of different parts of nephron. So the first part of the nephron is Malpighian corpuscle, and the main function of Malpighian corpuscle is ultrafiltration. What happens in ultrafiltration? That blood is filtered. Mainly ultrafiltration means filtration of blood. So what happens in ultrafiltration? That blood is filtered through the filtration membrane. Almost all the constituent of the plasma except proteins RBC pass into the lumen of Bowman capsule. Now what do you mean by filtration membrane? Filtration membrane consists of three layers. Endothelium layer of the glomerular capillaries, basement membrane and visceral layer of the Bowman capsule. These three layers together known as filtration membrane. And filtration takes place with the help of two types of pores. Number one, fenestrae. These pores are present in the endothelium layer of the glomerulus, and second pores are slit pore, which are present in the visceral layer of the Bowman's capsule. So blood is present in the glomerular capillaries. Due to high pressure, the blood plasma, most of the constituent of the blood plasma, they pass from the fenestrae and slit pore into the lumen of the Bowman capsule. I hope it is clear to everyone. Before starting the next part, function, we will discuss about two terms, tubular reabsorption and tubular secretion. What do you mean by tubular reabsorption? When the substances from the filtrate pass into the blood present in the peritubular capillary through the tubular cells. What are tubular cells? These cells which form the tubules of nephron, that is the PCT, DCT, loop of Henle. All the part of the nephron is formed of tubular cells. So when the material from the filtrate pass into the peritubular capillary through tubular cell, that is known as tubular reabsorption. So you have to keep in mind, whenever the reabsorption will be there, the arrows will be outward, the movement of substances will be outward. Okay, so the second is the tubular secretion. During tubular secretion, what will happen? The substances from the blood present in the peritubular capillaries pass into the filtrate through tubular cells. It means now the movement of substances will also through the tubular cells. So when the substances, they move from peritubular capillaries into the filtrate through tubular cell, that process is known as tubular secretion. Okay, and during tubular secretion, the arrows will be always pointed inwards. So simply, how you can remember these two terms? In reabsorption, the absorption of substances will be by the blood present in peritubular capillaries, and secretion of substances will be by the blood present in the, where it is present in the peritubular capillaries. Now here the word reabsorption is written, not absorption. Why? Because these substances, the blood, it mainly consists of glucose, sodium ion, potassium ion, bicarbonate ion, and these material, they are absorbed in the alimentary canal. So their absorption take place. Now again it is reabsorbed from the filtrate by the blood. That's why it is known as the reabsorption. I hope it is clear to everyone. You have done absorption of different substances in alimentary canal. So now again, once it was filtered, substances, they are released into the Bowman capsule, and again these substances are absorbed by the blood. So that's why it is known as the reabsorption. Now let's start again the function of different parts of nephron. Next is the proximal convoluted tubule. In proximal convoluted tubule, reabsorption of all essential nutrients like electrolyte, water, amino acids, glucose, it take place, and secretion of hydrogen, potassium and ammonia occurs. Let me explain you with the help of diagram. So this is the Malpighian corpuscle. Now these arrows are moving outwards. Here the peritubular capillary is not shown, but you have to keep in mind along with the different part of the tubules that peritubular capillaries are present along with them. So here this region is the proximal convoluted tubule. In proximal convoluted tubule, reabsorption of all the essential nutrients takes place. Bicarbonate ion, sodium ion, chloride ion, water, nutrients, potassium ion, they are again reabsorbed by the blood. And now the arrows, these arrows are pointing inwards into the tubule. So it means secretion of hydrogen ion and ammonia take place by the blood into the filtrate. So PCT, it helps to maintain the pH and ionic balance of the body fluid by selective secretion of hydrogen ion, ammonia and into the filtrate, and absorption of bicarbonate ion. Next part is the loop of Henle. Now loop of Henle, its main function is that it maintain high osmolarity of the medulla interstitial fluid. What is medulla interstitial fluid? The nephron, it is surrounded by the fluid known as the interstitial fluid, and the fluid present in the medulla region is known as medullary interstitial fluid. Now first of all we will discuss about descending limb. Descending limb of loop of Henle: thick descending limb, thin descending limb. Thick descending limb, it is impermeable to movement of water and ions. So no movement of any substance take place in the thick region of descending limb. Then in thin descending limb, this part is permeable to water and impermeable to electrolytes. So the water molecule will move outward. So it means reabsorption of water take place by the blood from the filtrate, due to which the filtrate present in the thin descending limb will become concentrated, or you can say hypertonic. What do you mean by hypertonic? When the water content is less as compared to its surrounding. So water will move out. So reabsorption of water take place in the thin descending limb. Next part is thin and thick ascending limb. The ascending limb, its function is reverse of descending limb. Ascending limb, it is impermeable to water, whereas permeable to electrolytes, due to which movement of electrolyte takes place by active or passive transport. You can see here electrolytes, they are moving outward. It means reabsorption of electrolyte take place by the blood. Next region is DCT. DCT, this part, it show conditional reabsorption. What do you mean by conditional reabsorption? That only in certain condition reabsorption of substances take place in DCT. And conditional reabsorption of what substances take place? Sodium ion and water. Reabsorption of sodium ion and water takes place under a specific condition. Reabsorption of bicarbonate ion, it occurs in DCT. And selective secretion or secretion of, you can see these are coming inwards into the tubular region, so secretion of potassium ion and hydrogen ion, even ammonia also take place in the DCT to maintain the pH and sodium potassium balance in the body. Now the last part is collecting duct. You can see here water is moving outwards, so it means reabsorption. So reabsorption of large amount of water take place in the collecting duct. So when the water will move out from the filtrate, what will happen? The concentrated urine will be produced. So reabsorption of water takes place in the collecting duct to produce concentrated urine. Even secretion of small amount of urea will enter also. Secretion of small amount of urea into the medullary interstitial fluid take place to maintain the osmolarity of the interstitial fluid. Small amount of urea also move outwards. So main function of the collecting duct, that it maintain pH and ionic balance of body by secretion of hydrogen and potassium ion. With this, function of different parts of nephron is over, and please you have to learn these functions.